It's funny how you get your life all planned out, but somehow it never really goes as planned. Now that you're done with high school, what next? Suddenly, everything creeps into your head all at once, and it can be a lot to process, especially now that young adults are making a lot of money, some legally, some illegally, and now you are pressured to start to make this money and fast. You are stuck between choosing to pursue money or pursue your passion. What your parents want is completely different from your big dreams, and everything that rings in your head right now is how to just set a clear pace for your future and chase the bag real hard. Well, that's the spirit. Now, first things first, you need to be plain and true to yourself. What is that one thing that stirs up your passion and drive to work hard towards achieving? Sometimes you get caught up in making strong decisions because there are a lot of things that you love and you are passionate about. And also, a lot of times your parents have planned your life even before you were born. They have planned what you are going to become and what you are not going to become. If you are opportune to decide for yourself what your passion is and what you want to pursue in life, well, good for you. But if your parents actually want you to do a particular thing and you have another completely different thing in your mind and your dreams are really, really valid, I am not going to say directly to you that you rebel. But if your dream is valid, really valid, you know what to do. Pursue your dream and do not let anybody give you direction on what you should do. If you are confused about which path to take now that you've graduated from high school, do not worry, I got you. If you have a specific career in mind like engineering, medicine, or law, university is often the way to go. You get specialized knowledge, networking opportunities, and a degree that opens doors. Maybe you prefer hands-on work. You can learn a trade in careers like electrician, chefs, stylists, mechanics, and lots more. They are always in demand and pay well. I mean really, really well. I do not even need to explain this to you guys now because you are online. You see what people who have handworks are doing. You see the great impact they are making on society. So I really think it's not even a part for you to actually deliberate on. If it is something that you have passion and you are interested in, you can go into that area. I myself, I am in that area and I must say it is very, very beautiful and I know the gains and the profits I have made. If you are the type that dreams big, you might want to start your own business. Entrepreneurship could be your calling, but one thing you must have at the back of your mind is that, are you willing to hustle to achieve this dream? Because entrepreneurship can be a lot. If you are not ready psychologically and also physically, believe me, it is going to be a lot of strain in your life. So you want to get your mental health stable. You want to be at the right state of mind before trying to go into any entrepreneurship area like starting your own business and all of that, because you will see a lot of things and you also need to learn skills that is going to help you take your business to the next level. You can learn these skills online, which brings me to the next point. You can go into real estate, you can go into content creation, content manager, content writer. All these I've stated, you can get opportunities to be one of it on a lot of platforms. You can also decide to open your YouTube channel, your TikTok. You can just become an influencer, a content creator, and there is just a lot of options. I know a lot of you guys will want to go to school. Going to school should not hinder you from learning a handwork or learning a skill online if it's something that you are very, very passionate about. When I graduated secondary school, I took my first JAM and I couldn't get to school with my first JAM. And honestly, I do not even know the reason for this whole JAM situation. But well, I told myself there's a lot of things I know how to do. I think I'm just going to leave school aside. But I knew that mentioning that to my parents wouldn't be the way to go because they really wanted me to go to school. While I was at home waiting to get into the university, I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of handwork. Although I am not really implementing that right now in school, but anytime I get the chance to do any of these, I do it and I take the money. So this is why it is very, very important for you to learn a skill before entering the university. Even if you're already in the university, you can still learn a skill or a handwork. There are many online classes teaching how you can learn skills online for you to get an international job. That is actually what is selling real well now. That will be beneficial for you. You can go on YouTube, you will see a lot of videos teaching how you can open a LinkedIn account, create a portfolio and all of that. And after learning the basics, you can start to enroll for classes that can help you learn more. Even people studying professional courses like medicine and law, they have businesses, they have handworks, they have learned skill, and they are making a lot of money online. Everything right now is actually programmed online. There are many ways you can put yourself out there without even showing your face, and you make tons of money. Certificates right now are actually not even being used anymore. When you graduate, you just lock your certificate in that drawer and get out to pursue. You would even see a lot of people working at banks or didn't study anything related to banking. Well, that is for you to know that a lot of times things actually work through connection. And if you do not have this connection, there is a high possibility that your certificate will not do you any good. Nobody is waiting for certificate these days, guys. Especially if you're in Nigeria, unless you are leaving the country. Well, good for you. The whole JAPA plan actually doesn't work for everybody. So you need to have a plan A, B, and C. If A doesn't work, B would work. If B doesn't work, C would work. Look, believe me when I say 1 out of the 3 is going to work if you are really intentional about what it is that you want to do. But know that as much as money is important, do not go into any field at all because of the money that it gives. Actually consider your passion for it. Consider if this is something you see yourself doing in the next 10 years. Is this something that you love, that you're going to put everything that you have into it to see it come to life and see it play the way that you planned it? I know that a lot of times when you plan things, it's actually do not go as planned. Yeah, that's right. But still, know that if this is something that you are really passionate about, it might not always go as planned, but you took that bold step to try out something that you really love. When you're going through any field for the love and passion you have for it, it is going to put you in a position to build more, get creative in that field, and you will also make lots of money from it. Other than going into any field because of money, after pursuing the money, if there is no money any longer in that field, the next thing you are thinking is the next way to take to make money. So you need to go into anything at all that you want to do with passion. This passion helps stirs up your drive to keep pushing and keep innovating and creating new ideas that would actually be beneficial to that area at large. Although following the path of passion can be a lot, and beginning to earn money, lots of money from that area takes time. But I want you to know that wealth built in time, experience, and hard work lasts longer than wealth built quickly. Now here's a quick advice for any path you decide to take. Build focus for it and be open to innovation and creativity, as it will always keep you at the top. And have it at the back of your mind that there is no right plans. It is okay to experiment with different things, especially if there is a lot of things that you love, if there's a lot of passion you have. It is okay to experiment with different things. Nobody who is successful today was actually really sure that this is where I am going to be at. This is why trial and error is not a bad thing. Try things and see what works for you and see what doesn't. Your teenage and your early 20s is the best time for trial and error. If ever plans change, keep moving forward. Do not be quick to accept defeat. Your struggle will be your story. So, what's it going to be? University, trade or skill, work, or starting your own business? Whatever you choose, do not forget. I've mentioned this before and I will again. Remember that it is your path and it is okay to change directions. Now that's the end of this video. If you found this video helpful, do make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe bell down below for more amazing videos like this one. See you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.